good morning to my respected evaluator, Sir Muhammad Faizal bin Kutib and my friends. Today, my name is NUR SAHILA binti Ruslan. I am a student from the Faculty of Sports Science and Recreation. Today, I want to present about my research proposal, which is the effect of financial management and athlete welfare in the Malaysia University football team, which is MUFT. So, presentation today will follow standard 3-chapter structure, beginning with the introduction, followed by the literature review, and concluding with the methodology. Let us begin with chapter 1, which is sports serve as a massive global platform shaping education and national identity. However, sustainability athletic performance heavily relies on a multi-dimensional concept called athlete welfare, which encompasses physical health, mental well-being, and financial stability. In this study, our focus is on MUFT, a unique semi-professional context. MUFT competes in Liga A1, where players receive monthly allowances while simultaneously managing their studies in here in Shah Alam, especially when operating in high-cost urban environments. Problem statement. This brings us to the core problem statement. Financial management gaps threaten athlete welfare and performance in MUFT. The root causes stem from limited and inconsistent funding, alongside a lack of financial transparency in resource allocation. This leads to critical effects such as increased athlete stress, reduced motivation, and instability in long-term development. Furthermore, empirical evidence directly linking financial management to welfare outcomes remains scarce, highlighting a clear research gap that in study aims to fill. To address this gap, this study guided by three main objectives. For the RO1, to examine the level of financial management practices within MUFT. For the RO2, to identify the level of athlete welfare, specifically physical, psychological, and financial well-being among the players. And the last one, for the RO3, which is to analyze the direct effect of financial management on athlete welfare. Correspondingly, our main alternative hypothesis positive that there is a significant effect of financial management on athlete welfare among MUFT players tested at a significant level of 0.05. Significance, assumption, and operational definitions. This research hold high significance. It benefits academically by expanding local sport finance literature, assist sports administrators in improving resource allocation, protect student athlete welfare right, and guides policymakers in designing better funding models. Operationally, our independent variable is financial management, measured through player perception of budget transparency and distribution timing. Our dependent variable is athlete welfare, measured through certification regarding allowance consistency, medical coverage, and academic sport balance support. Next, moving on to the chapter 2, literature review. Our conceptual framework maps out a direct relationship where financial management, structure influence, dimensions of athlete welfare. Past study present three critical gaps. Contextual previous literature focus almost exclusively on elite professional league like the MFL, completely missing the university semi-pro context. Analytical, financial management, and welfare are usually examined as isolated variables, leaving the combined link in unstudied. There is a lack of single institutional case study data on Malaysian government-funded university teams. Grounded in resource-based theory, this study addresses these gaps by evaluating how strategic resource allocation translates directly into tangible welfare outcomes. Now, let us look at the chapter 3, which is the methodology. This study adopts a quantitative, explanatory, and cross-sectionally single institutional case study design. Our target population consists of all 35 registered MUFT student athlete for the 2023 into 2024. academic year because this is a finite population under 50 individuals. Standard sampling formulates are statistically unvariable. Therefore, we are using the total population cancer sampling approach, which is the sample is 35. This completely eliminates sampling error and capture every perspective across both active and reserve squads. Data will be collected using the structure questionnaire split into 3 sections. Section A for demographic, Section B for the IV, and Section C for the DV. Using a 5-point Likert scale to ensure the quality, phase, and content validity will be reviewed by academic experts and sports administrators. We will also conduct a pilot study involving 10 to 5 student athletes from neighbor Selangor University team to test readability, running a cross-bench alpha readability test with a benchmark threshold of alpha 1.0. The complete data collection procedure is scheduled systematically across a 14 weeks timeline. Finally, for data analysis, we will utilize SPSS to address RQ1 and RQ2. Descriptive statistics, specifically means and standard deviations, will establish whether practice are low, moderate, or high. To address RQ3, we will check data normality before running a percent correlation and multiple linear regression to determine the predictive effect and test our hypothesis at 1.15. The project is truly supported by the classic and contemporary sports management literature as listed in my reference, alongside complete supplementary documentation in the appendix. That concludes my research proposal presentation. Thank you very much, and I am now open to any question, feedback from supervisor. Thank you so much.